Kinesis Project Dance Theatre is a large-scale outdoor dance company. We take dance theater and we place it in wonderful and unusual environments.
It's a full production, other than the fact that we happen to be outside or in a non-traditional theater space.
When I'm putting a dance somewhere, it's because it's a very special place.
She can walk into a space and see potential there. And one of the things that I love about Melissa's dances is that she asks that of her audience too, to see potential in a space.
I tend to look for spaces that have many levels. I like spaces where there are things in the way. I like spaces that have nooks and crannies that are surprising. I like spaces that have an ability to be both epic and intimate at the same time. And those are the sorts of things that I gravitate towards.
Something that is really important to Kinesis Project is a shifting audience. Often we move them around, they are free to move around, and so hopefully they get to see a place that maybe they've been to or maybe they've never been to from a different vantage point.
The thing that is most interesting to me in a site for the audience's experience is the possibility that they will see something with new eyes. Whether it's a space they see all the time because we're performing in a public space.
We could be walking by a space that we've seen many times, such as a public park.
Now maybe when they walk through it on their daily walk, they see a dancer on a bench.
You see that dancer, and then you see the dancer in relationship to the space, and suddenly my imagination is activated.
The space transforms the dance, and the dance transforms the space.
Being in a more public space invites passerbys. A lot of the times they'll join in, or they actually will be more interactive than the people coming to watch.
In all of Melissa's shows, she has the dancers approach the audiences and ask them questions. It brings you in and makes you part of the piece, and I think that's really exciting.
In Kinesis Project, we have a process called Revealing Dances, which is an open rehearsal where we invite the audience in to actually see the process and see the invention.
She wants to bridge that gap so that there's not such a separation between artwork and viewer.
My work has a tendency to start from a question that I have. Secrets and Seawalls started from a question from me about, actually, after September 11th, why didn't we hear more about the seawalls?
There's a seawall in Lower Manhattan that prevents the water from coming in if the tides get too high.
So as Hurricane Sandy was happening, all I could think about was the possibility of major damage because of the fracture to the seawalls, and that is what happened.
So she had this idea of broken down structures and structures that were falling apart.
Where the broken places are in us and how we deal with those broken places.
So that was the concept that I used to work into the clothes. The clothes actually were like old clothes that were taken apart and then put back together, so kind of a collage of different garments.
Wavertree, the history of Wavertree as a ship that went around the world 3 times and on her 3rd time around lost her masts, brought back by an organization that was also devastated in Hurricane Sandy. It was this incredible pairing of art and history and institution. The dancers of Kinesis Project, the thread that seems to run through them is a generosity, an individuality in the way that they move, a sense of humor, and an ability to communicate. There also needs to be a willingness to climb on things and get dirty, a drive to climb on things and a willingness to get dirty.
We're not just in a space and facing forward, we're on the floor, we're climbing on things.
So this was my first experience, like, here's a staircase, figure it out.
The way that I work is extremely collaborative, where I will give some movement information and they will learn it. But then also I ask them questions, and then we extract some words and we extract some imagery, and then we make some more layers of things, and then we mess it all up. So it ends up being very much their voices in the work.
We all get to really keep our individual style and personality or character that we choose to be in a piece.
We are a lot of the times ourselves, just with slightly different relationships to each other.
We're starting to get to know each other really well, to be like, oh, well, Cassandra does this, so Zoe does this, and that's how this works together. And
everyone finds a joy in trying something for the first time and falling out of it, or making jokes with each other.
Yeah, and I love it. I love all the adventures that we've taken.
I have chosen to allow my work to live in gorgeous, breathtaking spaces, in strange and funny spaces, and that allows me to make work that is both breathtaking and strange and funny. We've created a dance company that gets to run up and down a staircase and dance all over a ship. We get to do things that people always think about doing, and we actually get to do them in the name of art.